Yes. Okay. All right, let's check this devastation out here. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Bitcoin getting pooped on today. Some bad news out there. Bad news. Banks falling left and right. Things that were friendly to the crypto space just apparently ain't so friendly anymore. Anyways, Bitcoin. We had a falling wedge pattern, but we had this broadening wedge. Now, this could get a little scary for some of you who haven't been around for some of these dumps. Anyways, we can get rid of this 10% upside because I don't think that's happening at the moment. We can get rid of this 5%. We hit the measured move and then some. I mean, dang. But this bear flag played out. We came down. Now we got to look and see what's next. Anyways, measured move to the downside out of the falling wedge pattern was this 10%. 10% to the downside. No one ever thought we were going to go in a straight line, but holy moly. Anyways, if we lose the level we are at, not only should we hit this measured move down here at 19,400, and we're going to say 72, but we should continue down to 18,958. That is this trading range right here, this tiny little trading range. And support slash resistance back here. I believe this is a weekly macro support and resistance. Ooh, never mind. It's slightly too high because I'm just dumb. Slightly too high. So actually, we would be coming down to 18,896 if we break the level we are staying above at the moment. Let me note that we do have a slight hiccup here at 19,372, but I would be aiming at 18,896. That's what I'd be looking at. Will it happen? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if the FUD continues. We'll see how the traders handle this. But things aren't looking too amazing at the moment. Things are showing a lot of weakness. A lot of weakness. We're in complete oversold territory, and the worst part is I wouldn't even expect upside until I see some form of bullish divergence. So with that being said, I would expect lower. Maybe we bounce around in here for a minute before falling lower. Rough times in the market. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at Ethereum. Oh, wait, sorry. The worst thing that I saw. The worst thing that I saw. So, yes, we fell out of this falling wedge. However, we also fell out of the the broadening wedge. Now, the broadening wedge creates a much worse scenario. So, you take from top, you bring it down to bottom. Upon that breakdown, there you go. Measured move down here to 18,244. It is very possible and it's completely in the cards. However, a little light at the end of the tunnel. one thing we should see, surprisingly, would be a back test on this broadening wedge before seeing more downside. So there is the possibility in there that we do see a random rally. And what would fuel this rally? It's the amount of people shorting the market. That's the only thing that would fuel a 12% rise before then, more than likely, falling over and seeing lower prices. So, before we check out Ethereum and look into the trade that I'm in right now, let's go ahead and check out the shorts, because I'm guessing they're stacking up. But let's check the shorts. Jesus Christ. So, anybody wondering how could we possibly see any positive price movement? The shorts are flying in. People are shorting this market like there's no tomorrow. So we get a little bit of a short squeeze. We get a false bearish breakdown. These shorts get absolutely wrecked. The only thing that continue the intense sell pressure is if we get a bunch of longs coming in. So let's see how the longs are doing. Which, risky business if you're longing at these levels. There was an increase in long. Dang it. Alright, so the reason why we had such a harsh sell-off, we had this spike in longs. Guess what? Long squeeze, price go down fast. That was a big... that's rough. That's rough. Alright, so that's why we're seeing the price action on Bitcoin on top of all the terrible news that we got. I mean, the US is just out here trying to mess things up. Let's go ahead and check out Ethereum. So Ethereum, oddly enough, we were already falling out of our channel. Now, we did set up this falling broadening wedge, which most of the time breaks to the upside. However, we broke to the downside. Let's see how we're doing on this measured move down. We not only hit the measured move down, we exceeded it. I mean, yeah, there's news. Oh, Ethereum might be considered a security. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. What I am worried about, though, is we have an extension on this measured move. So, measured move down gets extended out because of the broadening wedge. We should see Ethereum testing $1,343. That is a little devastating. And then after that, we do have our uptrend that we could test afterwards, which is down here at 12,228. So we're just going to have to wait and see how bad the sell-off is going to be. I'm expecting weakness leading into the weekend. With all the banks that are collapsing, everything going just horrendous all at once. Yeah, just wait until you find some support. We start setting up a pattern, and then we could possibly do something. Now, one thing that is throwing me off a little bit here is XRP. So I understand XRP had its own battles. It's currently looking pretty darn decent on what could happen from the SEC. You have been playing in this range non-stop. I feel like it's just never going to leave 37 cents, honestly. But if somehow we get some good news, maybe they win their case against the SEC, I would expect XRP to see a nice little rise up to 47 cents. It's just what I see out of the chart. It's weird. I don't know why, but hey, looks like XRP, if it doesn't collapse with the rest of the market and come down here to 28 cents, if it doesn't do that, 47 cents, possibly getting back up to your highs of 55 after that. But yeah, XRP's surprisingly stable. Actually, not surprising at all. It's ultra stable. The stable coin of XRP. XRP Army, come in. Throw your hate. I don't care. You're the most stable thing in this crypto market. Jeez. Alright, we're going to look at the trade that I'm in right now. Full transparency. I am in this trade. I am trading Blur. B-L-U-R. When you see this, you're going to see exactly why I'm trading Blur. So, trading Blur simply because on the 4 hour, your last line of defense was 59.89. You not only broke it, you bearishly backtested it. Now you're falling. So, me personally, I like to milk these for all they're worth. Any little pattern I see, I like to just gobble it up. Anyways, we see this falling wedge pattern that looks like it's about to get completely disrespected. So we do have a measured move to the downside. Now, that measured move happens to be 15.16%. And that is why I got into this trade. Because weak market, I take advantage. I'm not going to lie to you. I take full advantage. It'd be rude not to. People still longing it. I don't understand why. Your target, it's way down here at 23 cents. You're trading at 52. To not take advantage of this move it seems reckless to me. Not to take advantage. Just seems reckless to me. But this is the trade I am currently in. I'm in Blur. I believe Blur is about to see a lot of downside. And I mean a lot. But as amazing as it was for everybody who got to ride it up, well, you get to ride it down just as amazing. Ooh, XCN. I'm pretty sure it's in price discovery to the downside. That's scary. That is absolutely scary. But we're going to go ahead and check out OP, because OP caught my attention earlier today. OP, look at that. So, falling wedge idea, or rising wedge idea, working out great. Oh, there was enough? Wait, are you, I
have some too.
Are you lying?
No, I promise.
Does Dom have enough?
Huh? Yeah, he has enough. That's yours. Yeah, I have mine. Mom has some. And I'll put some French breads in there too.
Thank you.
How many minutes?
20. 22.
Both of them?
Yes, please. Thank you. Alrighty, so OP, bear flag, in play. Absolutely in play. Now, I'm going to redraw all these lines because I got a little crazy out here. I'm not even going to lie. I've got a little crazy. We have multiple moves that could possibly I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to redraw this. I'm going to make it clean so you all can see what I was looking at. I'm going to make it clean. Get rid of the indicator. Ooh, this looks way worse now. Holy, now that I got rid of it, all the noise. Alright, let's go to the weekly. So we can get our macro. So on the weekly, we're going to see what our support resistance levels are. So we can see where we might see a lot of buy orders stacking up. So currently, I could see OP coming down to test $1.91. Let me scroll this down just to make sure my trade's doing well. Just, I like to glance at it. Anyways, level below that area of concern would be $1.40. So noted on the weekly, OP looks perfectly fine. Looks perfectly fine, and that's one thing that I really need to make clear. OP on the weekly looks fine. OP on the daily might look a little different, but on the weekly it looks perfectly fine. All right. These are our support resistance levels that we really have to pay attention to. We also have to pay attention to this right here, which we have not only broken, but back tested as resistance, therefore further indicating you will more than likely see $1.91. More than likely, not for certain, just more than likely. And then after that, you have this level up here at $3 even. Let's go ahead and drop down to the one on the daily. Now on the daily, you can see this little pattern here. It's probably some form of harmonic that I just don't know yet because I haven't taken the time to learn harmonics. I'm sorry, Mitre, my bad. But on the daily, you do have a falling wedge. I know that much. So on the daily, you can see right here. Bam! Look at how cute that looks. You're in the bearish control zone. You're just kind of hanging out. chilling outside playing beep ball by the pool. The only problem with this, the only real problem here, you would anchor it right here. You'd come here. It's like, are you going to break out? Probably not. So let's anchor it somewhere else and bring it down. Now that looks a lot more reasonable to me. However, another thing that looks completely reasonable to me is if you anchor it from right back here, which I don't normally do, but you can see how that level makes a lot of sense. If we come down to the 4 hour, it'll probably make even more sense. However, we're not doing that. But you can see we're in this trading range. I would expect to see another drop down here to $1.92. We do have some smaller levels to look at. So right now we just broke below our former support level here. We are not only broken down, but we are back testing it bearishly on the daily. So that means if you were looking for a trade setup, this is actually a decent entry point. Not saying I'm doing it, just saying on a technical standpoint, you could strategize a stop loss. And the area down, you're looking at 11% downside. Possible. Daily has enough room to fall down there. Negative momentum's building. The entire macro is going to hell. Just saying. A lot of things saying you could do that. Let's go ahead and look at the 4 hour. Your 4 hour is trying to paint a different picture here. 4 hours like, nah, we can break back up there. I'm sure of it. I don't know if it has the strength. I don't know if it's been hitting the gym, doing the squats. I don't know. I just don't know. So, you can see your stochastics going down. That's when you just look at lower time frames. Going in deep on this one because it has my attention. I guess I could have extended this out a little bit. Right there. Now then. Going down to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, you can see you're hitting a lot of resistance. You have tried to break up above it. You fell back down. Now you are honestly using this as your point of resistance. So 11% downside in play. 11.92% in play. That right there, confirmation enough for me. If I were making this trade, I would have a stop loss right above this wick. $2.26, 26.9, whatever. That's where my stop loss would be. And I would go to sleep and wake up and wouldn't feel bad if I got stopped out because this looks like a decent trade setup to me personally. But I'm already in blur. So blur would have to clear right this moment in order for me to get in on this. Alrighty. Anyways, of course the markets could go up, but I'm not feeling that confident on the upside. Anyways, let's look at AGIX. I made a short about this yesterday. Possibility is tremendous. 32% downside. We had a rising wedge pattern. I'm not going to lie to you. I did trade this earlier today, and I took it for all it was worth. Now it looks like it's getting ready to continue to the downside. Oh no. Oh no. That is, So I would expect to see us back down here to 24,868. That is devastating. Singularity. Let's move it along. A lot of these AI plays, they were a bit too hyped up. So it seems like they're just getting their day of reckoning right now. I don't know what High Street is at all. All I know is that it's an inverse price discovery. Has been ever since you broke this point. You fell through and you're just going. How I normally play these, if I decide to get in these trades, which a lot of times I don't because they can reverse anywhere. I don't like that. But you just make a trend line. Anytime you're close to that trend line, put in a short. Good luck. You're just playing the odds at that point. Just playing the odds. However, if you want to make it real scruffy out here, real scruffy, you're technically in a falling wedge pattern. You could, very well. I know I just said that and it's like, oh, I'm in blur. Guess what? I'm right there next to its last line of support. So it's a little different with blur. But same thing as blur. You got this falling wedge pattern. If you break to the downside, I might trade this thing. Holy moly. Wow, 40% to the... Wow. The fact that you can leverage this on KuCoin, oh, I swear, if New York sues them and they stop allowing me to trade there, I'm going to be mad. Huh. There might be a little bit of seller exhaustion out here. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. Let's see if we see it on the daily. We don't see a darn thing on the daily. Oh no. So things like this, if you get a breakout back test, awesome. You could see what is it? 34% upside. Possible. It'd be a flip of a coin though. Which would then set a lower high. You'd be playing around with this trading range right here at 235. And noted, when you see flat lines like that, it's a really good anchor spot to see where, if the price does bounce up, can you get above it? That's really all it's useful for. That's where there was any type of price action. So right here, you'd be seeing if you can get above 234. If you just hit it and then fall down, you know you have much further to go. So that's what I'm seeing out of this High Street token. Honestly, if Bitcoin keeps falling, this thing could go real close to zero. So 96 cents. That's where I'm aiming. 96 cents. ACH looks way different. Way different. ACH. I'm not gonna lie, I just shorted this in the morning. I only took 75% on it. I could have taken a lot more, but I did not. I saw it was hitting overhead resistance, took the short. I wanted it to backtest the 200. I just like, yeah, this is a 3.5% move, whatever. But yeah, could have taken it much farther. Didn't. I would expect you to test this lower portion down here at 22992. At that point, I would like to know what happens because of this trading range here. So it is a possibility it could bounce there and then start seeing massive upside, or it breaks down. And if that's the case, yikes. I would expect you to just literally come straight back down either to 8 or 10 or sorry, 1 cent or 8/10 of a penny. Gosh, trash. Yeah, the markets are quite shaky, quite unstable. Considering nobody's here, I'm going to call it right there. We've been on for 25 minutes, and with 0 requests, you know, I looked at what I wanted to look at. OP was the gem of the night, where you could possibly short it. But that's up to you. I don't make any decisions for you. I just said what my analysis was. I am currently shorting Blur token. Bleh. Looks like OpenSea gets another day of living because Blur is capitulating. Or will Blur hold? Holy moly. I thought it was about to fall through. Thought we were falling through. Maybe it's trying to hold. I don't know. Anyways, please like, subscribe, join the Discord, give me some requests, and I'll look at the charts for you. Other than that, have a great night. Good luck. Don't take the dumps too serious. Us traders out here, all we want is price action. Up or down, we just need price action. This is price action. Get excited. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Look out for the shorts. And, yeah. Later.